Hey there everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Ascended. As always, I'm Captain Beefy. This is the Game Vault, and I'm here on the back of my Lightning Wyvern. And we're going to be doing a little bit of taming today. We're going to do some creature spotlights. And the creature we're going to look at today is that one right there, exclusive to Scorched Earth, the Morellatops. So let's cue up the music and we'll get right to it. Alright, like most creatures in the game, the Morellatops is a knockout tame. So you've got to find one that you want to tame, and you got to knock it out using conventional means, whether it be a arrow or a dart, you know, if you're using a rifle or whatever. First things first, though, we want to find a really high level one. And I'm talking 140 or above is what I'm looking for. The reason I'm doing this today is I want to start bringing some of these creatures back to the island, just because, you know, they're not going to be available when we leave Scorched Earth, and we're progressing pretty quickly through Scorched Earth. You see, we've already done all of the caves. You know, I've got multiple artifacts, and in theory, if we just kill a bunch of wyverns now, we could actually face off against the manticore 3 times and ascend from here fairly quickly. Now, we're not going to do that right away, but we are going to fight that guy very soon, or we may have already fought him the first time by the time this video drops. I'm not sure yet. We're going to try. It looks like gameplay is killing some baby wyverns, but we're going to be trying to do that. He's actually in the process of trying to raise the wyverns to do it. The first battle on Gamma we're going to try with wyverns, and I know there's no way we can get 20 of them in there like you can Rexes, so we're gonna try and squeeze in as many as we can, and they're all gonna be the same, so they'll have the mate boost and all that, and they'll be immune to each other's breath attacks. So if we're in there fighting, we're not killing each other's wyverns by, you know, mixing up lightning and fire and poison and all that, and just having total chaos. It would be awful. So yeah. So the Morellatops, let's talk about it. If you start in Scorched Earth off for the first time, this creature should probably be one of the first creatures you tame when you get to this map, for a lot of reasons. And the main reason is water. The creature does carry water, and I'll show you when we get one and we get it knocked out and tamed how you utilize this guy for water and some of the stuff he's capable of. It's a 100. Still not good enough, but they're literally everywhere. So as soon as you find one, try and knock one out. They can't be carried by an RG, so, you know, if you're looking to carry one somehow, that doesn't work. They can be carried by a wyvern, however, which is why I'm currently riding around on a wyvern, looking for one, because I don't want to be chasing one around. And, you know, Scorched Earth is an awful place. It really is. There are so many creatures out here that just want to ruin your day and ruin whatever it is you're trying to tame. It's absolutely awful. If you have the means to build a trap, and build it. We've been here for a while. We have the means to build a trap. We've got creatures that can carry other creatures. We're going to use them. That's it. You know, you say what you will, but, you know, yeah, on the ground, it's a little harder, you know, but it's definitely doable. I mean, all you got to do is sink a few, can we land? Thank you. Yeah, you sink some arrows into them. Level 55, that's garbage. What's interesting about these guys is they're very docile if they're alone, right? So they're going to run away if they're alone. But if there's a few of them together, they will fight back, and they will fight back hard, man. And, you know, so if you're not expecting that, like most herbivores don't fight back, right? Most herbivores just take the beating and deal with it, you know, or they run away. Just as these guys do when they're solo like that. We're going to try and find a small group of them and show you what they're like when they're not alone. So I'll catch up with you when we find a couple of them together. Alright, so here we got 2 close together, right? Let's see if I can keep them together a little bit. And we're going to bite this one and watch what happens. So I bit him, right? Now they both go aggressive on me. And it's not because there's a baby. That would happen even if there wasn't a baby. But yeah, so as you can see, they will turn on you and try to fight you if there's multiples of them. So you want to be careful of that early on in the game. But as soon as you kill all but one, they run like hell. It's kind of wild, right? But yeah, we're going to look for more. And look at that up there. Yeah, we tamed an oasisaur last week in the live stream, and it was quite fun. Quite an entertaining thing to do, and I highly recommend getting one. And we're going to be doing some videos on that creature for sure. Oh, those are megatheriums, I thought. Never mind. All kinds of stuff going on there. Alright. Alright, we'll keep looking. I'll be back. Alright, so we've got one here that I'd kind of like to tame. It's a 140 male. Not him. I don't want to hurt that other one. There we go. So he's going to run off now. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab him. And we're going to try to put him in a trap. The wyvern's a little tricky to get him in a trap. It may take a couple tries, but hey, we're going to try. That was a complete miss. You know what I can do? I can do this. There's no others around, right? So he shouldn't cause any trouble. Let me just verify there's no others around. Yeah, there's no others around, so he should be pretty cool. We're gonna have to put everybody on passive here just to make sure nothing stupid happens, and maybe get this guy to get unstuck and land. Can we land, please? Yeah, we're getting way too filled up here, man. We're gonna be moving along soon, so let's go ahead and whistle everybody passive. Take the first shot. Let's see what happens. So this, again, it's a knockout tame. Very easy to do. He's got nowhere to run. And we'll take a look. You can see he doesn't have a ton of torpor, so it's not going to be too tough to take him out. Just a steady barrage of darts or arrows. Keep working at him. Let's check him out again. Not even halfway there yet. Not sure if we can get headshots. Let's try. Nah. Nose, nope. Certain creatures, like if you hit them in certain spots on their face, you'll do some extra damage and inflict extra torpor. But not the case with him right now, I guess. Alright, we're going up pretty quick now. A few more darts and we should be okay. Or arrows, I should say. Oh, 8, really? Okay, let's go back to the face. He's like merged with the Daedon. Done. And that's a beautiful thing right there. It's all done. Alright, so everything's good. He's asleep. And the torpor doesn't drop all that rapidly, right? But neither does the food. You can see we're only down about 20 food so far, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and give him some... I'll say we'll feed him some carrots. Do we have kibble? We might have some kibble. You know, we got superior kibble. I'll give him some superior kibble. Why not? That's way more than he needs. I don't know exactly what kind of kibble he needs. We'll look at that, though, and see. But for now, a little bit of that kibble. Let's see what happens here. I'll come back when he takes his first bite. Alright, so as you can see right there, 33% in one bite. So it's going to take 3, maybe 4 bites. It depends on where that 3, if that 3 falls on what side of the 0.3. Anyway, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it doesn't take too much to do it. The Morellatops saddle doesn't, it's not a lot. It takes 11 engram points to get it. 140 hide, 80 fiber, and 30 wood. And I forget what level it's on. Let's take a quick look and see what level we need for that one. Whoops. There we go. So 11 engram points at level 11. And I think that's made right in your own inventory, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yep. So there it is. We'll go ahead and pull everything we need for it and make one real quick. And get it ready to put on him when he wakes up. So when he wakes up, or yeah, it's a he. When he wakes up, we'll take another look at it, and I'll show you some of the great things that the Morellatops does, and this is why you should actually tame one. So we'll be back. Alright, so it took only 3 bites. And depending on your server and the settings, it'll vary, of course. We are here for a little quicker breeding and taming and all that. That's what we're set up for. But let's go ahead, put this saddle on him. Take the rest of that off. And as you can see, he's got a stat that says water 0750. So let's hold the wheel up on him and look at some of these options here. Fill water tank from inventory. Fill inventory water containers. Drink water. Enable irrigation. So he's got some interesting choices on there, but he's got 0750 water. Now, we'll take a look at what this creature can do. It is a gatherer. It is a, your typical herbivore. And we got dudes in the way here. It's been a mess. We just got done with a big stream. And yeah, there's crap everywhere. We were kind of hustling to get potted plants for our Oasisaur way up there. Moose Knuckle. And, yeah, so it was kind of wild. I don't think this guy fits through this door, does he? Come on, you can do it. There we go. Oh, no. What the hell? Alright, well, we're going to have to, he's floating. Okay, he got out. Just took a little bit of weirdness. Alright, so we're going to go out and we're going to gather with him, right? Let's see what kind of attacks he has. You got the right click, which gathers all that berries and stuff like that. I don't see any fiber in that one. Right click's a stomp. And that one looks like it gathers pretty much the same stuff, right? There's no R3 would irrigate, but there's nothing to irrigate right now. But what we want to do is we want to gather some cactus sap with this guy. Alright, you see he's still 0 out of 750 on his water, right? Alright, so now we got 93 cactus sap. And as you can see, it's going down really quick. And as you can also see, this creature has a water stat on it in addition to other stats, right? Got the oxygen, got the food, the water stat. This is something that you can change up and increase to make this guy a massive water reservoir for you. So here we go. We'll force feed him. You can see the water's filling up on him little by little, right? So that's one way to do it. It's not the most effective way, but it does work, and it's continuing to go up there, as you can see, which is cool. He will eat on his own, which is great. But if you lead him down to water, we got a freaking pega. Let's take care of this damn thing. Hold on. Oh my god, are you serious? A 150. Alright, normally I'd want to tame that thing. Let's check him out now. It's 438 on the water, right? Now he's drinking. And now he's filled up at 750. So that's kind of cool, right? Really kind of cool. So we'll get him out of the water for a minute, and I'll show you just the various things you can do with him. So we can, again, hold the wheel down, and we can drink. That fills our water up. And as you can see, our container, and we won't be able to because we're full of water. It's slightly down, though, if you can see the canteen. So we can fill inventory. Fill water tank from inventory. Hold on. I think if we put this on him, he fills it up. No? Give me a second. Maybe it's just not empty enough at this time. Yeah, that might be it. Alright. But yeah, not a guy you want to take out into combat, okay? Now, if you see, we'll fight. Hit some trees. Some bushes. He's already full. But we did get a little bit of wood. We got a little bit of thatch. I don't see any fiber whatsoever, though. So it doesn't look like he's a fiber gatherer at all. So that's something you want to... Yeah, if you're looking for fiber... Oh, this ain't the guy. And, oh, this is bad. Again, he can kind of hold his own with that stomp. That's a good attack. The knockback on it is huge. You know, these are not a joke right here. A 125 and a 130 Raptor. They're dealing some damage, but we got one dead. And the other one about to die. There we go. Oh, and now there's a Daedon. That's bad. Alright, well, hopefully he'll leave us alone. Why am I running so slow? Oh, he's way down. That's why. Hey, got a little rare flower there. Alright, let's get out of here. Definitely don't want to be instigating with a Daedon as well. But yeah, he refills in the water, and he refills from eating cactus sap, which is two real quick ways to refill this guy. Both of them very effective. Alright, I'm going to get inside here. And we're going to pot him up. Bingo. Now what happens to the water when you pot him up? As you can see, he retains it, right? Which is cool. Now another great feature with this creature, and that rhymes, is that we can go like this and we can irrigate, enable irrigation. And what that does is he's going to irrigate nearby crop plots and the like. So if you have a base but you don't have running water there yet, you know, or it's just a temporary base you got, you can get him set up to do that and irrigate for you, which is completely fantastic and a great alternate to actually having to run water, especially if you're somewhere where you have absolutely no access to water nearby. A high stat one of these guys with a lot of water on him, and you know, you can fill them up occasionally with some cactus sap. You can keep your base running for a long time on that, you know, have tons and tons of water that way. But yeah, so that's the Morellatops, man. Again, when you start off on Scorched Earth, get one of these as soon as physically possible. You just will not regret it. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. As always, from Captain Beefy with the Game Vault. Thanks for joining me today. If you found this useful at all, please leave a like on it down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to ring that bell for notifications. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.